So if you're in the telecom or IT reseller game, you know you're always on the hunt for that edge, right? A way to give your customers more value without, killing your margins. Well, today we're going to look at a brand new feature that does exactly that. It's called Breach Radar. It's from the team over at GoSafe, and it's built to tackle one of the biggest, most hidden threats your customers are facing right now.
It's a heavy question, isn't it? Is my data for sale on the dark web? We all just kind of hope the answer's no. But the reality is, for millions and millions of people, the answer is a very uncomfortable yes. And that, for sure, includes your customers, whether they have any idea about it or not.
I mean, just think about it. Think of all the different websites and services your customers have signed up for over the years. Every single one of them is a potential weak spot. And when one of those services gets breached, all that sensitive information, it just spills out onto the dark web. This isn't some far-off abstract problem. It's a ticking time bomb for the very people you're trying to protect. So how do you even begin to fight a threat that's basically invisible to most of us? Well, GoSafe, which is the dark web monitoring platform from GoBig, they have an answer. They're rolling out this incredibly powerful new feature called Breach Radar, and it's designed to give you and your customers a massive advantage.
Okay, so what does Breach Radar actually do? Well, you can think of it like a two-part mission. First, it does this super deep scan of the dark web, and it's looking for any scrap of information that's tied to a particular email address. But, and this is the important part, the real magic is in stage 2. It continuously monitors for new threats. It basically becomes a 24/7 digital watchdog.
Now you're probably thinking, okay, a tool this powerful has got to be complicated, right? But the whole process is actually surprisingly simple. Let's just walk through how it works from the user's perspective.
It all kicks off when a user just puts in their email. That's it. Breach Radar then just scours the dark web. And here's the really clever bit. It gives them a small, totally safe preview of the leaked data it finds. Now this is a total game changer for your demos because it proves the threat is real without ever exposing the full sensitive info. And from that moment on, GoSafe never stops watching.
And listen, we're not just talking about some old password from a website you forgot you signed up for. No way. This scan can dig up a whole range of compromised data. Passwords, definitely, but also things like IP addresses, personal phone numbers, even physical home addresses. It gives you the complete and, often pretty unsettling picture of a person's digital footprint out there.
But that initial scan, that's really just the beginning. The real, and I mean real power of Breach Radar is what it does after that first scan. This is the critical difference, the thing that sets it miles apart from most other monitoring tools out there.
See, most tools out there, they just track an email address. They'll tell you if, say, your name at email.com pops up in a new data breach. And, that's helpful, but it's also pretty limited. Breach Radar is so much smarter. It doesn't just watch the email. It monitors the actual data it found, that specific password, that exact phone number, that IP address.
So what does that actually mean? Well, imagine a password got leaked from some social media site 5 years ago. If a hacker tries to use that exact same password to get into your customer's email account today, GoSafe sends an alert. It's not tracking the email, it's tracking the credential itself. This is proactive, laser-focused protection.
Okay, so this technology is obviously fantastic for end users, but let's get down to it. What's in it for your business? This is where you can really see GoBig's philosophy shine. They didn't just build this as a security tool, they built it as a business growth tool specifically for their reseller partners.
Let's just break down how this works for you. GoBig has a promise. They never charge extra for new features. What does that mean for you? Your margins are protected. Simple as that. They also don't hit you with volume targets, so you can grow at your own speed without the pressure. And think about this. When you have a tool that can actually show a potential customer their own data on the dark web, in a safe way, of course, well, that's an incredibly powerful way to close a deal.
It all really boils down to this, right here. You're making your product offering stronger, you're winning more customers, and you're doing it all while keeping your margins exactly where they need to be. It's a pure value add designed from the ground up to help you win.
So, let's bring this all together. There's a really powerful upgrade coming down the pipeline, and there is one very, very important thing you need to remember about it. I want you to remember one number. It's probably the most important number there is when you're thinking about rolling out a new feature to all your customers, and that number is 0. 0. Extra cost. And I don't just mean for Breach Radar. I mean for any feature upgrade from GoSafe. Ever. That is the core promise that GoBig makes to all of its partners. So let me just say it plainly.
Breach Radar is a completely free feature. It's just being rolled into the GoSafe platform for every single reseller, automatically boosting the value of the service you're already selling.
Breach Radar is officially launching in Q1. And what that means is better security for your customers, way more powerful demos for your sales team, and a much more valuable product in your portfolio. So really the question isn't if this is going to help you grow your business, it's how much.